Hey guys, welcome back to the Chicago White Sox franchise. In this episode, we are still in 2027, and this is the month of May, so we're still in the very early stages. We had a really good April, 21-14. We're in first place currently, as we are half game up on the Minnesota Twins, so we need to pull together a nice little month of May and try to create some separation from Minnesota. We'll see how that goes. Let's take a look at our young prospects, see how they're doing. I didn't show them in the last episode. Our number one overall prospect is Matthew Lyon, 19-year-old second baseman. Doing pretty good so far in AAA, 266, 2 homers, 18 ribbies. We do have Vaughn Grissom, who is struggling at the moment, but he's one of our pretty consistent hitters, so I don't think we'll see Matthew Lyon up this year just yet. He's only 19. He can grow. Jacob Gonzalez, another second baseman. This is a guy we're probably going to trade at the deadline. I just wanted to show you guys he is starting off strong. 313 batting average, so he's getting that trade value up. We got to pretty much trade him at the deadline. So I think him and probably Sammy Zavala will probably go in the same deal, depending on what we need, depending on the caliber of player we trade for. But I think with these two packaged together, we can get a pretty decent player, depending on what we need at the deadline. But we'll worry about that as the time comes. Another guy I wanted to show you, that's Cedric Hale. He does have C potential, but he has really high contact stats. He is tearing up AAA. He's hitting 364 with 7 home runs already in the first month of play, 25 games in AAA. We'll keep an eye on him. He can help, even though his overall is not high and he doesn't have potential. His stats are pretty good, so maybe we'll take a look. And the number 2 overall pick in the draft last season, we picked Raul Franco. And he's starting off a little slow, 222 with 2 homers in AA, but, he's only 18. He won't be up now, but, hopefully he'll grow into a pretty solid player for years to come. So, in this episode, we're going to be playing 3 games. Like usual, we're going to start it off at home against the St. Louis Cardinals, 19-7. You see there, we were up now 22-15. Drew Thorpe on the mound, and surprisingly, an awful start to the season. He's been pretty good so far. Ever since I called him up in the Sims, he's been pretty good. However, 8.04 ERA to start the year. Yikes. He needs to bring that down. Hopefully a good start today. I'll get him right back on track. Clay Perez on the mound for St. Louis. 4.10 ERA, 7 games started. He is 4-3. We're going to start the highlights off in the bottom of the second. Jack Sawinski leading off, and he rips one into right field for a base hit. He has that average up to 320 to start the season. Very good stuff. Gavin Sheets up next. He has the average up to 346. He's balling this year. He's going to get another base hit. It's going to drop right in front of the center fielder. First to third goes Sawinski, and we got first and third, nobody out in the bottom of the second. Let's see if we can get some runs early here for Drew Thorpe. It's Colson Montgomery up next, 1-1 count, and he's going to pop this one up. That's not going to get the job done. Fly out to pop up to shortstop. 1 away, first and second, 1 out now. Next batter, Ethan Salas. He's off to a good start as well. He hits one hard to first. Nice play by that's Josh Naylor, the first baseman. Off balance throw to second, and somehow gets back to first in time for the double play. That's a nicely turned double play, and we don't score with first and third and 1 out. Going to the top of the fourth now. Leading off is Nolan Gorman. He keeps this one fair past the diving first baseman. It's going to be a leadoff double for Gorman in the 4th inning. Next up, Nolan Arenado. He's finally hitting good again, and he's going to hit one deep into right center field. Dutzman's going over, and he's not going to be able to make this play. That one bounces over his head. Probably didn't take the best route to the ball, but didn't look like that was really catchable. That's going to one hop off the wall. Back-to-back doubles. It's 1-0 St. Louis in the 4th. So Drew Thorpe would get out of this. You get the next 2 guys out there. You get Jared Kalenic to fly out to center. So he would get out of that jam, but 1-0 St. Louis in the 4th. We are going to jump ahead. No offensive highlights just yet. All the way to the 6th inning. No, it's still 1-0. I just wanted to show this. Drew Thorpe would finish his day. 6 innings, only 1 earned run. So a very good bounce back start for him. Let's see if we can not give him the loss, though. We need some runs. Bottom half of the 6th. Vaughn Grissom leading off, and he is going to poke one in the center field for a base hit just over shortstop. It's a leadoff single for Vaughn Grissom. And Chuck Dutzman up next, the rookie. He's been hitting pretty well this year. He has one deep to center field. Center fielder going back, way back, way back. It's at the track. It is off the bottom of the wall. Vaughn Grissom had to freeze to make sure it wasn't caught, and he's going to stop at third. So it's a double. And it's second and third. Nobody out for Heston Kjerstad. Yeah, they're not dumb. They're going to walk him. Bases loaded forced at any base now. It's Yandy Diaz. He lines one to third, but right at the third baseman. Throw back to second, not in time. Almost doubled us off there. We're ready to score the first and third, no out. We need to score here. Bases loaded, no out. And next up is Jack Sawinski. And oh boy, 4, 6, 3, double play. And we don't score. Bases loaded, nobody out. We can't score. We've blown a lot of chances this game. Gavin Sheets in the 7th looking to bail us out. 3-1 count is smoked to right field and absolutely crushed. No doubt about it. 1-1 tie game. Gavin Sheets stays hot. It's another home run for him. Another multi-hit game for him. He is off to a tremendous start. Obviously, 13 home runs already. And it was just like in the first week of May here. Obviously, he's going to cool down, but my goodness, he's hot. Another guy who's hot, Chuck Dutzman, ripped to right field. No doubt about it. This is in the bottom of the 8th inning. A solo shot for him, and just like that, we had no offense going. 2 solo shots, one from Gavin Sheets, one from Chuck Dutzman. His 8th of the year already. He has been showing some nice pop, the rookie. And we have the lead just like that, 2-1. That ball's ripped for a home run. Still in the 8th. A couple batters later, it's Jack Sawinski. He's going to stay hot. That ball's crushed. Another no-doubters. That one just sneaks inside the foul pole, and that one's gone. 3 solo shots. It's going to be our whole offense in this game so far. 3-1, though. We got the lead. 12th home run of the year for Sawinski. So our lineup's been putting in some work, man. We've been doing good. We've been hitting a lot of homers. Just need to stay hot and need the pitching to hold up, and we should be having a nice little season. Still in the 8th inning. Next 2 guys would actually get on. That's Ethan Salas going to slowly dribble one up the middle for a base hit past the diving second baseman. It's another run. 4-1 now. Ethan Salas with an RBI single. Evan Phillips in to close things out. He's 8 for 8 so far. Save ops, 1.86 ERA. Nolan Gorman leading off, and he pokes this one to third base. Nice diving stop by Mayo to keep it in front of him. But the throw's not going to be in time. It's a base hit. Next up, Nolan Arenado. He's going to hit another hit. That's over Colson Montgomery's glove. Just over the glove. I thought he was going to catch that. We got first and second. Nobody out. The tying runs at the plate with nobody out here in the 9th. It's getting a little scary. Jorge Polanco. And he rips one up the middle for a base hit. 3 straight hits for the Cardinals. And they got a run on the board. It's 4-2. It's a 2-run game. The tying run is on first with nobody out. Wilmer Flores up. He could be a dangerous hitter, but he's going to hit one to first. Yandy Diaz over to Montgomery for 1. Back to Yandy Diaz for 2. It's a big double play. We needed that. Tying run still at the plate, though. It's a dangerous Jared Kelenic, but Evan Phillips gets him to strike out, and we pick up the win. 4-1. Late runs for us. Give us the win. A nice start from Drew Thorpe. Gets a no decision, but he pitched really, really good, and we win this one. Jumping ahead a little bit as we're going to Houston to take on the Houston Astros as we're 25-19 now. Still keeping that same, pay. We didn't really sit ahead too much. JP France on the mound for Houston. He's having a nice start to the year. 3.17 ERA from him. Not the most strikeouts, but, strikeout rate is pretty low, so maybe we can get some hits together against them. For us, it's the youngster Roger Magana. He's off to a very good start in his first full season. 6-1 in 8 starts with a 2.48 ERA. In the first, it's Jose Altuve leading off. That's a base hit, so a little bit of trouble here for Magana. Just a leadoff single, nothing to worry about just yet. Jake Myers batting second for Houston now, and he's going to hit one in a left field. Kjerstad runs over. He's not going to make the play, but he does a good job of cutting that off. First and second, nobody out for Houston in the first, so now we do have trouble. Roger Magana. He gets the next guy to pop up, then he gets Bregman to strike out looking on the top of the zone. Bregman off to a great start, by the way. And then Ryan Noda next up with 2 outs, and Magana fires a nice slider, wicked slider, fools Ryan Noda, gets out of a jam in the first. Good pitching from Roger Magana. We're moving ahead to the 3rd inning. Nothing doing so far in this game. It is Vaughn Grissom, though, smoking one to left field. You don't see him hit many no-doubt home runs, but there it is. That ball's crushed into the Crawford boxes. 1-0 White Sox. Vaughn Grissom starting to heat up a little bit. You kind of just know, I think he's hit exactly 264, somewhere around there, every single year I've had him. So he's going to get him back. Speaking of coming back, Heston Kjerstad, my goodness, this guy, I don't think he hit a home run in the video last episode, which is a rarity. So he needs to make up for that one. That one's gone just inside the pole. He loves to do that. Loves to hit no doubters just inside the pole. It's number 11 for him. He's been showing pop, but the average hasn't really been there for him. In the 5th, Magana cruising along here. It's 3-1 at this point. That's a base hit. First and second, 2 out. Magana trying to get out of this 5th inning with just 1 run. Pitch count is still in pretty good shape, but Yordan Alvarez is going to rip one over the glove of Yandy Diaz at first. One run's definitely going to score. This is headed all the way in the corner. Second run is rounding third. Jake Myers' throw is not in time. Myers is going to score, and the Astros have tied the game at 3 here in the 5th. Bregman up next. They weren't done as he's going to bloop one into no man's land out there in left field. Alvarez will score. Bregman's on first for a single, and just like that, 3 runs with 2 outs, and the Astros have a 4-3 lead. Ryan Noda up next. Magana would get him to strike out, but that pitch count went from 87 to 99 real quick. And Magana, you can see he's upset with himself because he had a great start. Ruined now. That's it for him. 5 innings, 4 runs. Not the best of starts, but he's been good all year, so you can't complain. In the 6th inning, it's Yandy Diaz. He leads off with a little bloop base hit in the left. Next up, it's going to be Jack Sawinski, 3-2 count, and he takes a pitch just missed, low out of the zone. So it's first and second, nobody out. They're going to make a change for the red-hot Gavin Sheets. He's going to hit one deep to right field. Going back to the right fielder. He's still going back, but is that Alvarez playing the field? I think it might be. But it is. He's going to make the play. Tagging is whoever was on base first. Already forgot. Yandy Diaz, first and third. First and third, one out for Colson Montgomery, and he's going to rip one down the right field line. Alvarez gone the run. He's not going to be able to make that play. It's going to go by him all the way to the wall. Diaz scores. Here comes Sawinski from first. The throw is not in time, and we take the lead back. A big 2-run double for Colson Montgomery. And it's 5-4. We're jumping into the 7th, and it's Heston Kjerstad's that man again. Like we said, he's making up for not homering in the last video. Oh my goodness, I think that went in the second deck out there and right. 6-4 White Sox. Kjerstad is back. He's hitting bombs like he always does. 12th home run of the season, second of the game. It's 6-4. Alvarez up with a man on in the bottom of the 7th. This one looks like it's going to hit the wall. No, it somehow clears the wall. It's a 2-run home run. It just snuck out of here, and the Astros have tied the game at 6. You could see the ball on the field. It looked like it was going to hit the wall, but this game is tied. Top of the 8th, Sawinski takes that hanging slurve and crushes it to straightaway center, and that one is gone. A solo home run for Jack Sawinski. He stays hot. And we have the lead right back. Now it's 7-6 as that slur from Presley was a meatball right down the middle. 13th home run of the season. And we're going to the 9th now, 7-6, and we're going to get some insurance from this guy again, Chuck Dutzman. This rookie has been on a power surge. I love him, man. I love his swing. Been hitting good with him. Another home run. That's home run number 9 for him. And it's some insurance as we're going to go into the bottom of the 9th. Again with our closer, Evan Phillips, 10 for 10 so far, and he's got a 2-run lead against this Houston team, and he is actually going to make quick work of the bottom of the order. It's 2 out, nobody on for the leadoff hitter, Jose Altuve, and that 3-2 count is popped up, not even a good pitch, but it's popped up to short. Colson Montgomery is there, and we take home another win. Big win against the Astros. Almost blew that one, let that one get away from us, but we pick up the win. What was that? 8-6, I believe, was the final score. Or might have got one more in the quick sim. I can't remember. Anyway, we're jumping ahead to versus Baltimore. Same record, 29-22. So this is a big game. You see, we're starting to getting on a little losing streak here as we're going up against Blake Snell and his 4.83 ERA. Nothing too crazy there. For Blake Snell, and on the mound for us is going to be Michael King, who's off to a very, very rough start, 1-5 with a 6.15 ERA. He really hasn't been worth the money that I signed him for. I maybe jumped the gun to get a starter. Chris Paddock's been worth every penny, but not Michael King. Anyway, first highlight's not till the 4th inning as former Oriole Heston Kjerstad, he's going to rip a base hit in the left field. We got a couple former Orioles on this team, just like Colby Mayo. He's going to hit one up the middle past the diving second baseman for a base hit. 2 former Orioles come through here in the 4th. First and second, 1 out for the White Sox. It's Gavin Sheets. Let's look if he's still hot. Yeah, he draws a walk, so he's still having a good season. It's bases loaded, 1 out for Ethan Salas, and Salas is going to come through the base hit up the middle. It's a 2-run single, and the White Sox are up 2-0 early in this one here in the 4th. As don't think we would score again. No, we would not in that inning. We're going to go to the bottom of the 4th. 1 on, 2 out. That's Adley Rutschman pokes one down the third base line, slowly rolling all the way into the corner. By the time Kjerstad gets it, the runner is basically on third, so it's going to be a 2-out double. RBI double for Adley Rutschman. It's 2-1. We're going to the 5th. Michael King in some trouble, but he's going to get out of it here with the 4-6-3 double play. I thought about pulling Mike King after 5 innings, have him have a good start, but Gavin Sheets absolutely crushes one. Is that going to Utah Street? It is not. It looks like it hit the gate out there and bounced out. Well, I'm going to have to see the replay on that. Just missed Utah Street. But we're going to leave Michael King out after 15th home run for Gavin Sheets. After that 5 innings, make him feel good about himself. But with Gavin Sheets' moonshot right there, gave him a little insurance. So we're going to push Michael King out for the 6th. And oh my goodness, yeah, just hit the gate, but just missed Utah Street. Anyway, in the 6th, Michael King gets Rutschman a line out to 3rd. 6 innings, 1 earned run. Very, very good start from him. We need that ERA to come way down if we're going to win this division. We need our pitching to be better. Evan Phillips again for the 3rd time this episode, 13 for 13 now at this point. And he is going to start off the 9th inning by giving up a home run to Gunnar Henderson as Victor Robles goes back and tries to rob it, but he was never going to get there. That one's way out of the reach. It's a solo shot for Gunnar Henderson. And again, this one's getting interesting. So Evan Phillips is not blown a save, but he has been giving up runs. That hasn't been a problem. 13th home run for Gunnar Henderson, but Evan Phillips would bounce back, get the next 2 outs, and then Kerry Carpenter pops up to the catcher. Ethan Salas makes the play, and we win another game this episode. So every game we have played, we won. So let's see how the overall month went, though, in terms of the sim and everything like that. And honestly, it did not go too good. You see there to end the month, a lot of losses, especially to Cleveland. Lost 3 out of 4 there. The last 2 of the month, Arizona. I think we ended up actually getting swept. You can't see the 30th on there, but yeah, not good. We're a half game out now of the Twins. We're almost at 500. This is not good. Bad start. It's mostly because of our pitching, which I'll show you guys the stats in a second. So we're not even in the wild card. We're actually a half game out to the Orioles. So Red Sox, Rays, and Orioles in the wild card right now. Yeah, at least it looks very competitive. But yeah, it's not been going how we wanted it to go so far. But I really am confident we're going to turn it around. Let's just stay in it, and then at the deadline, I'll trade those prospects I show. We'll make a good move. Let's see how everyone's doing. Our new leadoff rookie, Chuck Dutzman, 11 homers, 29 ribbies, batting .228. I'll take that for a rookie. Man, he's been doing good. Kjerstad, his average hasn't been there, 240, but he does have 14 bombs, 35 RBIs. Keep him in the 2-hole for now. Yandy Diaz was really good at the beginning. He's starting to slow down a bit. 5 homers, 269. I think he'll heat back up eventually. Jack Sawinski's been great all season. 302, 16 bombs, 34 ribbies. So he has been a bright spot in this lineup. So is Gavin Sheets. Obviously, his 346 average wasn't sustainable, so he dropped to 295. But he's still pretty good. He has 16 homers, 36 RBIs. Colson Montgomery starting to cool off. He's been getting some big hits and stuff like that, but he's only got, he's got 6 homers and batting .233, so he needs to heat up. He might go down in the order, depends. Ethan Salas off to a good start, 271. He has 7 homers and 24 ribbies. It's been pretty good. I like him. Already moved him up from the 9-hole to start the season. He's been good. Colby Mayo was nice and hot at the first month. Cooled down for sure. 248, 5 homers. We still like him, though. It's okay. And Vaughn Grissom, who is hitting 264. He actually has 10 homers all of a sudden and 26 ribbies. See, he caught fire this month, so he's doing pretty good. As for our pitching, Chris Paddock remains just the most consistent guy. He's definitely our ace of the staff yet again. 2.13 ERA. Michael King got the ERA down to sub-6, but it's not good. 5.75 needs to be a lot better. Same thing with Drew Thorpe. Obviously, he was in the 8s, as you saw. And he's growing, which is crazy. Up to an 88 now. He's growing like crazy, but pitching terribly. Doesn't make sense. Dean Kremer was one of our most consistent pitchers. All of a sudden, he has an ERA in the 5s as well. Not sure what's going on. He's just been getting ripped lately. And Roger Magana has been very good this year. Got the ERA up in the 3s, but it's very low 3s. We'll take that anytime. So maybe starting pitching is what we'll need to trade for at the deadline. Looks that way at least. But we'll see. Hopefully these guys can just settle down a bit. Eric Lawler's doing good in the bullpen. Dwayne Underwood Jr. is getting just absolutely ripped. We're going to have to take him out. Matt Strahm, not bad. Zach Jackson's been good. Lucas Sims has been very solid. Can't complain. CNL Perez has been okay. Give the home run to Alvarez, but not terrible. Joe Barlow hasn't given up a run. He's only been in 7 2/3, unfortunately. Not sure why he's not getting in much. And Evan Phillips is 3.38, but he hasn't blown a save, so he's been good. Bullpen hasn't been the problem, really. We'll get Dwayne Underwood Jr. out of that bullpen. Doesn't deserve to be there. And as far as the pitching goes, one more month. We'll see at the end of the next episode. If it's still bad, we're going to have to make some moves. We might not be able to wait for the deadline. We got to make some moves quickly. I want to win the division this year. I want to go on a nice run. We have the team to do it, I think. We have a team to do it for the next couple seasons, so I really want to go on a good run here. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like. The month of June coming out soon. Thanks.